All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate the views, I appreciate the likes, I appreciate all the comments. Today, I had posted some videos this past week about my favorite baits for active target, forward-facing sonar. We've all known about it now. We all heard about it. I've posted some videos. I've got some comments. Some talking about, how they like it, asking me questions about how much do I like it. I've been using it now for over 2 years. And I used to be that guy that didn't like it. I used to be the guy that would post a comment, oh, I don't need that to catch fish. Because I used to say that. I did. I had a buddy who would show me that and be like, look, there's 2 fish on the dock. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. And I just go about my day like, I don't need that to catch fish. So I've had comments where people have said that, they need to be banned from tournament fishing. And it's been a big discussion for the past year and a half or whatever it may be. And like I said, I used to be that guy. Not the guy saying he needed to be banned. I was just the guy that's saying I didn't need that to catch fish. Until the day I experienced it and caught my first fish using it, and then I was hooked. It was like a top water bite without the top water action. It was great. And then I really started to learn. That's what was great about it. You're able to learn fish behavior. Because I'm going to tell you right now, just because you have it doesn't mean you're gonna catch every fish in the lake. Every pro has it, and you've seen like on the Elite Series today, no one was using it. I mean, a couple people were using it a little bit, just seeing where their bait's going, seeing occasional fish, seeing structure out there, but no one was really head down, hunting around, searching for fish. It doesn't shine all the time. Just because you have it doesn't mean you're going to catch fish with it. I've been around, I don't know. I have a video on here with active target video. If you go back into my videos and look at the active target video, you'll see how many fish will chase your bait and then never eat it. So it's just prime example of just because you have it doesn't mean you're going to catch them. If the fish doesn't want to bite, it's not going to bite. But what it is great for is learning what your bait is doing, how to present your bait, because 90% of catching the fish is presenting the bait. The other 10% is the actual bait selection. That's about it. That's what I've come to terms with, is presentation is not the most important thing. If you present that bait wrong, that fish is going to want nothing to do with it. If you come below him, if you come crashing in on him, if you have the wrong bait, that's where you get the 10% of whether or not, because the bait selection is what allows you to present the lure correctly. The type of lure isn't so much a factor. But I'm just saying, people talk about how expensive it is, and what I have to say with how expensive it is, it's not that expensive. Forward-facing sonar, I think you can get live scope and a screen. They have a package deal for like $2,000. All these boats and these people in these tournaments, I see them, they have power poles on the back. 2 of them. Who really uses power poles anymore? Not much. I don't see, you don't see a lot of guys using power poles anymore. They got them. And that's $3-4 grand for power poles. I would buy active target. I don't even have power poles. I would buy active target or live scope over power poles, over spot lock trolling motor. I would buy it over anything, because that allows me to hunt and actively target these fish. It allows me to break down water. It's just another tool. It's the same as 360 live. You got 360 mega imaging, which allows you to see around your boat. You can mark fish. Side imaging came out. It allowed you to see what's out past your boat on the sides. 100, 200 feet, you can mark rock piles, brush piles, fish on them, turn around and cast to this fish. It's not much different. It's just now you're able to actually be more efficient. You can pull up to a brush pile, scan around. If you don't see fish, you can leave. You don't have to actually fish the brush pile to know if there's fish in it. You can scan a brush pile on side imaging. Sometimes you're marking fish, sometimes you're not, but you still got to go over there and check it, because usually there's fish on it. Now with forward-facing sonar, active target, live scope, you can pull over that brush pile, scan, say, nothing here, I'm out of here. So honestly, I don't think it's that expensive. If you're driving a $20,000 to $70,000 boat, I would hope you can afford the the active target, the live scope. You know, if you got your, I mean, I'm not made of money. I was able to buy it because I see it as an investment. You got to look at it as an investment. You're already buying the boats, the trucks, the equipment, the power poles, the spotlight. You're buying all these things to stay competitive. So if you want to stay competitive, technology is always going to keep going and going and going, and you just got to keep up. We used to say the same thing about guys. You know, you'd hear the old guys saying, all these kids with the side scan and stuff. Well, yeah, if you weren't good with side scan or your electronics, you were getting left behind. If you weren't good with the 2D down imaging and you couldn't drop down on fish, you were getting left behind. You have to keep up with the technology to be able to stay competitive. It's always been that way. These are just my thoughts. I don't think it's ruining fishing. I think it actually is going to make fishing better. It's going to make people understand fishing better. It's going to make you a better fisherman if you buy it. Because I'm telling you, it has already made me a better fisherman. So I hope you guys go out there, buy an active target or a live scope, play around with some forward facing sonar, learn about fish. Because a lot of videos nowadays, if you don't have it, you can't fully understand what other people are talking about when they're talking about how fish react and behave. And that is the biggest thing to fishing that I have learned over the past two and a half years about forward facing sonar. I've learned so much about what has been true. There's a lot of myths out there. I'll do a video on the myths of fishing, because there's a lot of myths out there that we thought we knew, that I thought I knew. And there's a lot of things where I would be like, oh, no. Oh yeah, fish do this because this, and this. And I found a lot of that isn't the case. With forward-facing sonar, you're able to figure those things out now. So that's one of the benefits to having the technology. Yes, you can actively cast a fish, see fish, but they're not always going to bite. Just because you have it doesn't mean you're going to win every tournament or you're going to catch every fish in the lake. It's still just a tool like anything else. So with that being said, I think my rant is over. And I appreciate you guys. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the views and everything. I love making these videos and talking with you guys. If you have any other ideas or any videos you want to see or want me to break down, I know a lot of people are asking for more lake breakdown videos, which I'm thinking about doing them. Let me know your thoughts. I'm about to shoot one here, but I appreciate it again, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.